The internet switch up problem.
As a content creator, there's a couple of things you have to accept off the bat with no objections. For anyone watching me aspiring to be one, go ahead and write this down. Class is in session. Starting off with nothing and having people comment you fell off even though you literally just started. Having people find old photos of you that—
Yeah, bro, you see it all over TikTok here and there. Like, you could be doing like a very small YouTube channel, trying to grow it up and stuff like that. And like your first video might get like maybe 20, 30 views. Your next one might get 10. And that one person inside the comment says, bro, you fell off. Bro, I just started. There's no falling off at this point. Like,
that you didn't even have yourself. I still don't know who found this photo of me, but whoever did, and one day having the chance of waking up and going from the most beloved person in the world to people saying you're the worst person to ever make content on the planet.
it's just people ride the wave when it comes down to like hate. Like, you could be your favorite YouTuber. Like, the people that hate could be their favorite YouTuber. But as soon as some like propaganda, even fake propaganda happens, everybody rides the hate train. Even though it could be their best YouTuber they've ever watched in their whole entire life, they'll just hate them for no reason because they want to be like the rest of people and just fit in, which is the main problem when it comes down to hate like this. Like, it could be the smallest amount of thing, like it's not even cancelable, like the smallest thing, and someone will like post something about it like on Twitter or like post a stream clip that has no context to it, and people would absolutely start getting so much hate on it, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, today we're talking about a problem on the internet that I've been seeing grow every single year, which is what we call switching up. On Urban Dictionary, it's defined as when a person suddenly changes their behavior towards you for the worst, but it can also go the other way and happens too. Usually though, it tends to be someone's built up in a positive light, then gets everything torn down. And the person doesn't have to necessarily do anything cancelable. Nowadays, what tends to happen is a couple of people will make some TikToks or have some viral tweets, and people's minds change in a snap. An example—
It's always brain rot kids though. Like, it's always kids on TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Instagram is more of unhinged stuff, so it's very rare you see content like that going on there. But it ends up being like just those two, and it's brain rot kids that actually don't do any research into like what the actual clip's about and stuff like that. It's just random uncontext clip people clip up, and it makes no sense, but it might like seem a little bit racist or something like that without a context, which most of the time it is, to be truthfully honest. You see, I've seen it before. It's so unhinged. It's just like people need to actually do some research about this type of stuff in the end.
plus someone I can think off the top of my head that it's happening to right now is Kaisenat. Kai's a creator that people on the internet ever since he blew up either loved or hated. Like, you go on
I'm the middle ground. I haven't never watched Kai Cenat in the end. Like, I don't find him a bad YouTuber in the end. He's just not my type of style content. I feel like he's more like 13, 12, like very high energetic type of people. If you're really into like high energetic YouTubers, you watch him. But like, I don't know how he would get cancelled. Like, you can't really cancel people like that too often.
Twitter, and every day they're having a divisive debate about something he did on stream. It's to the point where people are making memes saying he was sent by the CIA. There was an argument on Twitter like a year ago over a picture he took with Northwest at her birthday party. For context, this is the picture that started a wild debate.
See, like, people be pulling anything to make it something. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this. They're like painting something. Here's a streamer, don't know who that is, maybe another streamer, who knows. It just seems like a painting stream, nothing really wrong with it.
He was invited to her birthday party with all her friends there and their parents because she said he's her favorite streamer. And somebody decided to tweet, so this not weird to y'all, which got over 200k likes in a day and 37 million views. Then people started—
it's just short kids in the end. Like, zero attention span. People see one singular clip and absolutely have a full-blown on meltdown and absolutely rage every comment section saying this guy needs to be cancelled, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, he did nothing wrong. Like, actually do some research and just stop picking up something out of nothing in the end. That's all it is. People just want to get famous by making up propaganda that never happened. But the main problem with that in the end is because they can actually get sued. Like, that's just defamation in the end if they just like start like calling him something or start pulling stuff out of dirt. Like, that's just pure defamation in the end.
debating if it was weird or not. They might be right. Maybe he is an agent sent from the CIA, because why the f was this even a conversation? She wasn't rage baiting or anything. She was 100% serious. I think it's more weird that she thought it was some type of sexual thing. It shows what kind of weird mind she has. Recently on TikTok, people have been hating on Kai for a couple of reasons. One of them is saying he fakes his reactions and doesn't genuinely do them. And they're pulling up clips of him reacting to things where they think he's faking it.
Yo, I'm not. I'm gonna be in shape by December.
Okay, I can't really do anything about it. It does seem pretty fake, but like there's one thing most people don't understand about YouTubers, like their personality is real, obviously. Otherwise, you could tell they're faking it, unless like they've been doing it for years and like it became undetectable. But like most of the time, their personality is the same, but their energy level is bumped up a little bit. Like they drank like a tub, like maybe a drink of Monster before it, and started like over like exaggerating everything, which is what most YouTubers do in the end. Like they always over exaggerate. It's because like no one wants to watch somebody doing this. Yeah, so this is what happened, blah blah. They want something like a lot more energetic and like more entertaining to watch in the end. That's just how YouTube works. Okay.
Like, there's so many of these clips being posted, I've never seen some like this. And what I think is happening right now to Kai is the switch up. There was always people that didn't like Kai on the internet, but now everyone's coming out the woodworks to say
it's just people riding the hate train in the end. Like, here's a wave. These are like people that actually like it. And here's the wave, just tumbles everybody over and they just go with it. Like, it's just people riding the wave so they fit in. That's all it is. Like, it could be the smallest hate, not even something they want to hate on. And then they end up like joining it back like maybe 2-3 weeks. Once the hate dials down, they'll start watching him again. Like, nothing happened. Like, it's just all just riding a train of hate in the end so they fit in.
Say they don't. A couple people made some vids saying he's faking reactions and now everyone is saying it. Even though these reactions have been out for years, just because of those TikToks, every reaction he's ever done is getting dug up. My whole take on the faking reactions thing is some of the clips do look pretty crazy. Like, it definitely looks like he was amping it up for stream.
Okay, bro, what is man doing? Yeah, it's obviously amping it up, but like every YouTuber does that in the end. Like, it's just how the YouTube business is in the end.
But to me, that's really it. Like, the way people are talking on TikTok, you would think his whole lifestyle was completely fake and a facade and he had a humanity stylist. Finally, the downfall.
But like, it's in the end, maybe when he's tired or like drank a lot of stuff, his energy level might be a little bit too high in the end, and so he like maybe puts it up too much and overreacts. But like in the end, it's fun to watch. Like if people like the high energy type of like YouTubers, they're gonna like Kais and that. Like, and people just need to get a grip. People just ride the train, and it's all just basically half. Honestly, this probably is true. Half of the people that hate on him, they hated on him, but other people hated on him, even though they have nothing to hate about him with. They just ride the train and repost whatever other people post. In the end, it's just really just stupid.
Fall of Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, mass unfollowing suit. All he does is shout. And I know some people are gonna...
Bro, literally every YouTuber. Like, man, just saying he all he does is shout, welcome to YouTube, bro. Like, I don't know where you've been, but welcome to YouTube.
say to me, huh, Tommy, you're clearly sucking up to him just to get into Streamer University. And you'd be right. Kai Cenat, please save me. My whole family's starving. My mom is kind of homeless.
Bro, yeah, I've seen kind of those on the internet, like people basically begging to go on Streamer University. It's really just out of context, really. Like, how about you actually make a good story and have a good reason instead of just like pulling fake stuff out of your ass that they can tell is fake. Just like be yourself in the end. Like, you see other people faking themselves and overdoing themselves. Like, you can overdo yourself, but like completely acting different to what they usually do. And you can usually see it in the content when they go do one look on your channel page. It's just like, be yourself, and there might be a chance you get into it. But in the end, you're not really learning anything at Streamer University. You're just learning memes, basically. It's just a joke, and it's for content, so what do you guys expect? You might learn a couple of stuff here and there, but no one there's actually teaching you very, very important stuff to get up there. It's just how it is for content.
Listen, I need to get in. Nah, but on the real, I gain no benefits from saying that. Like, I don't need anything from Kai Cenat. And I'm not saying he's the most...
Like, man's already a successful YouTuber. There's basically no point for him glazing up his ass. Like, if he just likes him, he likes him. That's just how it works. People just need to get a grip here and there.
Perfect human being and doesn't deserve any criticism. You got people just saying it as a joke, but then you dead-ass got who think he's like the worst person in the world all of a sudden. The main reasons these switch-ups annoy me is because people will swear they always hated the person and they were always waiting for it to happen. You'll always have the, man, I've been stopped watching Kai for real. I always knew he was annoying. Y'all just found that out. Meanwhile, that person was watching his stream like a couple of days ago.
You go check the chat lobs or something on the stream. You see him absolutely glazing him up for being the best streamer and automatically just does a whole 360. It's just like, bro, wrap it up. We all know you're faking in the end. Just, you're allowed to like somebody, even if they get hate. It's just like,
And whenever a switch up happens, like clockwork, they do this for everyone getting hate. And I know this
and I
because
watch it like
I've
a
had
week
this
later.
all it takes is like 1 or 2 comments hating to gain some traction, then everyone's replying all of a sudden like they're a genie saying they always knew it. And people are already starting to switch up back to liking him. Because ever since his streaming university applications came out, people have been basically begging to get in. I guarantee some of the people commenting that they were preying on his downfall probably applied for that. Like, I've never seen a switch up from love to hate to love so fast in my life. It only
Oh
took a
yeah, 100%. Like it would have maybe taken a little bit longer for it to like slowly gone down and how, but because he did the streaming university, the cliff was like this, hate, completely down at the bottom. So people are begging their life off so they can join the content. Like it's just wrap it up at that point, bro. You can't be hating and then automatically do a switch up when he offers something. It's just incorrect, man. It really does show people's like personal, actually their own personal opinion about the streamer in the end. People that generally hate the streamer aren't really doing that shit unless they're really desperate in the end. If you're really that desperate, just wrap it up at that point. There's no point. Like you're just gonna get a grip.
a couple of days. There's a girl that literally cried just applying for it.
God is so good. I just finished my application for streaming.
Bro, you can tell it's just fake. Like, that is absolutely just fake crying. You can tell by, like, the voice. Like, why don't people understand that we're all humans? We've been around people's emotions for such a long time. You can tell it's fake. Like, you got a comment on there, probably just pointing at how fake her reaction is. It's also just, like, it's just a Shinham University. Like, it's not the biggest deal. I understand, like, it'll be very beneficial if you go there, kind of. But, like, in the end, it's not that big of a deal.
And even if I don't get in, y'all, I'm just so happy.
You know what? I think that's enough of the CIA today. Let's move on to the next person. Another person that was a victim of the internet switching up is Pack God. If you don't know Pack God, he's basically this guy who goes in Discord.
I actually haven't heard Pack God in a long ass time. I personally didn't understand his content. Always it's just like Eminem spam stuff. That never really made sense in the end. But like people like him, obviously. I'm not gonna judge people that like him. In the end, most of the people like him are like 10 to 12. And that's where his content kind of is. But like I feel like he's really has died off in the end. I really don't hear of him anymore.
Boards and trolls annoying people. Then he quote unquote, holy the history books are gonna skip our generation. Packs them. Basically roast them, talking like Eminem and Rap God until they
It
can't
never
say
makes
anything.
sense.
And I never really watched him, but apparently a lot of people used to like him. He does have over 5 million subs. But now they're clowning him and saying, no way we used to watch this.
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna make my living.
It's all because people grew up in the end. Like, all they did is just grow up and then realize, geez, this shit is cringy as fuck. But in the end, like, you wouldn't have known that. You would have been like 10, 12 when that stuff was really popular. So it was really, really entertaining. There's the whole reason why he probably gets viewed nowadays, just because all his content was really, really entertaining when you're like 10 to 12. It's like what you wanted to do at school, and then you'll try to imitate it, flop completely, get embarrassed, and then watch his content again. But like, it's just how it works in the end. Everything's cringe when you look back at it, because your opinion about stuff changes, and it's how brainwash stuff works. They get like maybe 6-year-olds to watch it, but like I bet the 6-year-olds that end up coming back after like they end up growing up, maybe like become like 14, go back and watch their content. They're like, how did I watch this absolute filth, man? It's just how content works in the end.
It just shows me how fast the internet can change their opinions on someone. What I think is happening with him is a lot of his fan base is just growing up and looking back at his videos as cringe. Because I was already a grown-ass when he was blowing up, and I never sat down to watch one of his videos. Or people just got tired of the gimmick. I mean, it's not like he could just do it for a lifetime. I'm imagining him at 40 years old trying to do this and getting laughed at by people online saying he's way too old. Because of this switch up though, I wouldn't
he actually might be able to, but like right now his content will be pretty dead, obviously, because all the people that used to watch him are now old looking back at this. But like honestly, when the next generation, like Gen Alpha, hits maybe like 10 to 12, there's still a couple of them, but like when majority hits him like around that age, he's gonna come back up after like 3 or 4 years anyway, because it's what kids want to watch in the end. They're like watching over the top pranks, people getting roasted. It's just how content is. Like he'll become very popular in the end, but like you can't really blame him. He just like roasts people by spamming. Like you get your keyboard, just write down like insulting your keyboard, and just all it really is in the end. Doesn't make sense, but like People like the content in the end.
Be surprised if his views started to slowly drop and drop. Another crazy thing to me I haven't seen someone talk about as of yet is the clip pages and how some of them get paid to literally spread fake news. I'm sure most of y'all know, but anytime you see a streamer clip or just a content creator clip, it's usually by a clip page, which is just accounts run by people who post streamer or content creator clips about things they did. And when you're looking at one of those clips, have you ever seen a stake logo or another gambling company logo? The reason why allegedly, and yes, I'm saying allegedly because stake.
Okay, there's one thing I don't understand is gambling. Make sure this is not financial advice, so don't take it seriously. One thing I don't understand about like gambling stuff is just like how rigged it is. Like I understand like poker and blackjacks like that, where actually like tag skill, where you go to slots or scratch off tickets. If you knew the odds of you winning, you wouldn't do it. It's just like people get wrapped up in the motions and just like bank money. Like doing it here and there is obviously fine, but if you do it too much, it ends up ruining your life completely. So what I don't understand about it, it's just like in the end, it's not worth it in the end.
Stake is a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm in no damn position to face any lawsuit. Like, I'm not the hero y'all think I am, okay? But you could check online for yourself of what I'm talking about and judge for yourself. Is that a lot of these pages post these clips, then lead people to their bio where they have their stake affiliate link, and every time someone uses it, they get a commission of whatever the person bets. Sometimes they're sneaky with it too and say to DM them just so they don't get caught and send the link like that. And on Twitter, these pages get community noted all the time because it's against the terms of service to do it. But nothing happens because they don't give a Elon made the company lose 80% value in 3 years. They needed everybody to stay on Twitter so these pages can post these clips with no consequences. And technically it's also copyright because you're posting someone else's clip for profit without their permission. Some people would say it's promoting the streamer for free, so
like my opinion, as long as like you don't completely rip up the content, like you gotta like obviously put some effort in the end, but like you gotta like also give credit to them. Like you obviously have to put the stream stuff in like the description, but like if you don't do that, you're so gonna get copyrighted. And it's just like also people still like clips and like make it so unhinged so it seems like racist and stuff out of context, which like I understand. Like I've watched some of those, it really does seem it, but like you need the context and people can get really cancelled about that. But you do one like second of research, you understand the concept. It's just like nuts. I've seen it so many times with streamers.
Who really cares at the end of the day? And usually that's true. Like streamers or creators don't care a lot of times because it's free publicity. A lot of these pages are the reason why people like Speed and Kai blew up. Of course, I'm not speaking for every creator, but for me personally, I wouldn't care. Like if people want to post me on TikTok or Twitter and make some bans, hey, go ahead, bro. The problem comes in though when these pages maliciously post content for views and completely lie about things. Like on TikTok, the amount this happens is absurd. And since everyone has a
it's like then they get completely destroyed in the comments. Like they get basically publicly shamed in the end for doing it. It's also just so awful. Like why would you ever want to do this in the end? It's just so crap. And like you can also get sued for defamation in the end for doing this. Like you're basically putting up clips that like out of context to try to get them cancelled. Like that can be used as like what's it called? They can basically be used as defamation. Like you're gonna get your ass sued. Like you don't have no money to sue them back. Like those YouTubers and streamers are making bank. Okay, they are making millions, not millions. They're making enough money where they can get a decent lawyer and sue you into rock bottom, man. Like you always have to be careful with stuff like that.
Short attention span on there, and no one decides to check the full context and go directly into the comments. These pages will blatantly cut a core piece of the clip, then just make up some and spread it. For example, this clip I found out about AMP saying that Phantom explains why Kai Cenat had him removed from AMP.
I hear Kai going off. I don't know what going on though. I'm saying it's not like he screaming at somebody.
You can tell, but it's like there's so many like cuts in there. Like they're basically removing core information so they get cancelled. But like you can tell it's cutted, so like it's really not doing anything. They're just gonna get completely destroyed in the comments for doing stuff like this.
You sound different.
But then there's like brain rot kids which will just believe it anyway without doing any sort of like anything, or even look at the comments. They're just like, yes, I'm gonna hate on them from now on for like months until I get disproven and should talk to myself about doing this. Yeah.
Sound the same. I walk downstairs. I see Kyle just going off. I'm like, what's going on? Went downstairs. It was up. I ain't had to hear too much.
But it turns out this whole clip is a complete other scenario and has nothing to do with them. It takes 2
What?
seconds of research to see the YouTube video he posted of him talking about how someone broke into their house. And because no one fact checked on TikTok, it somehow got 21K likes in a day. We really allergic to fact checking in our generation.
Bro, it's
These
so
pages get so
defamation.
scummy, there's absolutely no low they won't reach. Like a couple of months ago, one of these pages tried to false accuse I'm Dante of being a groomer. Most of my audience should
Like,
know
what?
Dante, but if you don't, he's one
I
of the
don't.
biggest music reactors for almost a decade. And if you know him, you know he's always a guy who just stays to himself and doesn't cause any drama. Then one day randomly, one of these pages posted a alleged text he had with a 16-year-old.
Like, bro, like, this is defamation. This is actually gonna get you sued. Like, you're getting sued from, like, maybe $1 million for defamation on somebody this big that can ruin the whole channel. Like, you're screwed if, like, they see this. Like, why would you even want to do this? This is, like, a low-life type of stuff. There's no point, there's no reason. You're just hating on to hate, so you get popular in the end.
And in real time, you could see the allegations get immediately put down. Because the girl in the video he posted was talking about someone else. But of course you had people immediately not checking anything and hitting him with the, man, y'all just found out Dante's weird. I bet stop watching it. I truly think people have become
People like
so
that will
bored
literally watch
on,
him
they
2
will get
seconds
happy
later.
when someone who's done nothing is getting hate. And I really think this problem is gonna keep getting worse. As more misinformation is being spread online and as AI becomes so advanced we can't even recognize it, I don't even want to imagine what the internet is gonna look like in 5 years. I think eventually
Yeah.
these pages are gonna learn when someone with enough money comes around and sues them. Because this is an easy slam dunk in court of defamation. And the internet
Yeah.
is so hive-minded, all of these switch-ups could change in an instant. I guarantee a month from now, people are probably gonna go back to glazing Kai. And for Pat God, yeah, I don't know, he might be cooked.
He's probably cooked in the end. Like, people like this need to get a grip in the end. It's all just about switching up, and it's just like, people need to have their own opinions about stuff like this.
I'm not gonna lie, the way they making fun of him, his whole fan base might be gone.
No, no, please don't hurt me. I'll call you know who.
Who are you gonna call, buddy?
Pat God, humble him. Pat God, humble him.
Yeah, go ahead, kill him.
Anyways, to wrap it up, it's inevitable that people get switched up on in the internet. My whole point of this video isn't to say you can't change your mind on someone you watch or used to. The only thing I think is annoying is the people who just hop on a bandwagon for someone getting hate, then immediately start
Honestly.
glazing them again when they're getting love. Let me know what y'all think about it.
It's always, sometimes they even hate on him and then watch him 2 seconds later. Like, it's the same day type of stuff because they enjoy his content. Like, well, I'm probably gonna cut this video early. I enjoy this YouTuber. I will subscribe to him later. Well, if you do enjoy videos like this, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what videos you want me to watch in the future. And that's me signing off.